everyone here?
Good. So we said we were going to do some energy tracking today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because you talk about muscle testing, and I think I understand what you're saying, and I know that when you do it to me, I feel it, but to be able to learn how to do it would be amazing.
Great. And also just to be able to do it yourself rather than having somebody else do it for you. Okay, so the reason, just going to refresh, the reason we do muscle checking or energy tracking is to figure out what's going on with our energies. Once we figure out what's going on, we know where energy is flowing well, where it's stuck, and then wherever it's stuck, we can work to bring it into balance and check again. So let's do what I call a baseline check first. So I want you to take whatever you're using as a weight. It doesn't matter which hand you're using. So go ahead and use your left hand if that's good. Left or right, it doesn't matter. But I want you to just lift it to horizontal and just notice how much effort that takes. Great, and bring it on down. And now take your left hand up to underneath your right clavicle and just allow your body to recognize that. And now go ahead and lift your weight again. Great, and bring it on down. And did you notice is it as easy or harder than your baseline?
It seemed easier.
Okay, great. And now what I want you to do is curve your fingers so that the back of your fingers are right up against the same muscle. And with a straight elbow, go ahead and lift the weight again. And is that easier or harder than the flat hand?
It seems harder.
Okay, so that's actually really good. What it says is that your body's muscles are responsive to the polarity of your hand.
Okay.
And that tells us that we can influence the flow of energy through your muscle.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, because the south of our hand to the north of our body, that's a nice strong connection. It says, oh yeah, there's energy. We can allow energy to flow through that muscle. If we curve our fingers underneath, then we're getting the back of our hand, the north of a hand to the north of the body, and the muscles. What's going on there? And so there's less energy going through the muscle.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an expected result. That's fantastic. Let's try a true or false.
Okay.
Okay, so say, my name is Tania.
My name is Tania.
And with a straight elbow, go ahead and lift your arm. And just notice, was that like the baseline or a little different?
I mean, a little easier, but pretty easy.
Okay, and now let's try something that's not true. Say, my name is Josephine.
My name is Josephine.
Okay, and with a straight elbow, go ahead and lift. And just notice, what are you noticing?
It's right around here. I feel I have to work to get it up the rest of the way.
So it's a little harder when you say something that's not true. A little bit harder,
yeah.
Okay, so the great news is that we can use this muscle, the pectoralis major clavicular muscle, can tell us on, off, true, false.
Okay.
And now we can use it to check out your energy flows, which is very exciting. Okay, good. So I want you to take your left hand and put it on top of your head like this. And with a straight elbow, go ahead and lift your weight. And is that more like Tania or more like Josephine?
That was easy. That was more like Tania.
Fantastic. So now flip your hand over so the back of your hand is on your head. And now go ahead and again lift your weight.
Yep, I feel it now. Yep.
What are you noticing?
Josephine.
Josephine. Okay.
Josephine made an entrance.
What we just discovered is that you're grounding through your feet. And the way we know that is because the south of your hand to the north of your head creates a nice strong connection, which mimics the bottom of your feet to the north of the earth. Okay. And so you're creating a nice strong connection all the way up and down. And when you turn your hand over, it's the north of your hand to the north of your head. Okay. And your body says, no, that doesn't feel quite right. So it's a little harder. All right, good. Let's check the connection between the meridian that runs up the front of your body and the meridian that runs up the back of your body. Meridians are energetic pathways, and when they're flowing well and connecting, we feel better. So the way we check that connection is to touch and release your nose. So it's like a book. So just book your nose for me. Press and release. And now with a straight elbow, Go ahead and lift your weight. And was that more like Tania or Josephine?
A little more like Tania.
Okay, so we're gonna say that one's working pretty well. It might, we could probably work on it a little bit. So why don't we hold the points to get it to flow a little better?
Okay.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna place one finger in your navel and one finger between your eyebrows. And when we
just
do
one
this,
finger.
Yep, just one finger. So I'll come up so you can see where I am. I'm just right between my eyebrows, just holding with one finger. And we're just gonna press in with both and lift up a little bit. So I'm like connecting in and pulling up a little. And usually within 20 to 30 seconds, the energies start to connect. And sometimes people feel a settling in their belly, or it's easier to take a deeper breath. What did you notice?
I feel here, it feels calmer, right here.
Perfect. Okay, so let's recheck it. Let's see if it's easier to lift the weight. So go ahead and boop your nose. And go ahead and lift your arm.
Yeah, there was a difference there. Yeah, that felt like Tania.
All right, okay, cool. So let's check to see if your meridians are flowing in a forward direction.